Yes, welcome back to UNN. Another big game today. After a disappointing game on Sunday, we're back at Old Trafford again. Different competition this time, Carabao Cup, playing against Newcastle, who, to be fair, are also like I said, it's a big game. It's a hard team, and this we're defending this title right here, so we need to show up here, boys. There's no excuses. There's absolutely no excuses here tonight. Um, I'm very happy with the squad. Bruno and Rashford benched, which is what we've been calling for all season. Like this had to happen. They had to get benched. I mean, it was getting too bad. I mean, there were reports coming out on Monday that Rashford was in the club after the 3-0 loss against City, which is absolutely unforgivable. You cannot let him start a game after he's done that. No way, no way. I mean, my opinion, he doesn't even deserve to play after something like that. I mean, if that's the mentality that he's got, then for me, he can leave because he's been playing so bad. Honestly, he can go, man. If he's not gonna show up and he's gonna be going to the club after 3-0 loss against our rivals, get out the club, man. Like I don't care if you're from Manchester or not. That's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. But nevertheless, we've got a different team. Garnacho starting now. Like we said, like everyone's been wanting this. Mount is starting. Um, Hannibal is starting. So yeah, very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. I haven't looked at the Newcastle lineup yet. I see Anthony Gordon. I see Joe Willock. I see Joe Linton. But I doubt they're gonna play their main squad. Um, yeah, so Anthony's playing as well. To be fair, no Hoyland. I would have liked to see Hoyland up top, but he has needed a rest, to be fair. But we should be winning this game realistically. Like, for some reason in the Carabao Cup, I think we're gonna go into a different gear. This is really our competition. The only deserved win we've had this season was in the Carabao Cup. So, like, I could see us really turning up here. Casemiro captain as well today. All right, this is the Newcastle squad. Before that, Anthony was, to be fair, a Den Haag signing, but he got unlucky that he was 80 million. That's also just not his fault. Wan-Bissaka was a Oli signing. McTominay is from the youth, but we all know he's just not good enough. I mean, it's a lot of signings that just don't fit the system, which is just unfortunate, really. All right, Gordon on the ball here on the edge of our box. There's not a lot going on here. Casemiro, oh dear, Dalot gets skinned by Gordon. To be honest, I never thought Gordon would make it this far. I thought he was quite overrated at Everton. I thought just because he's English, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought, yeah, he's an English player. The English press is just gonna overrate him so much, you know. But turns out at Newcastle he's actually quite decent. When you're actually putting him around some decent players, that's a lovely tackle from Maguire, by the way. I don't know why Hannibal hesitated there. Garnacho's been struggling tonight against Livramento. Definitely has. And now Livramento storming up the pitch here. It's a 3v3. Dalot not tracking his runner, and Newcastle go 1-0 up. Yep. That is, I mean, I'm not even surprised anymore. Fair play from Livramento there. That was a good move from him. Dalot just asleep. Dalot just sleeping at the back post there. Just not awake. Somebody tell him that we're playing a football match. I don't think he's aware of it. Absolutely asleep there. Just embarrassing defending from Dalot there. Dalot is definitely fully to blame for that goal, by the way. It's fully Dalot's fault. Garnacho loses the ball as he tries to take on his man, which is like, it's not nice, but it's not his fault. Mount chasing down Livramento needs to be doing better there. Lindelof as well, but especially Dalot, who's just not even aware of the man at the back post. Reacts far too late. Thank God Wan-Bissaka's back on the pitch. Yeah, that's one thing. Wan-Bissaka is back on the pitch. Sorry, on the bench tonight, which is a very good sign because Dalot is playing horrendously, or at least he just messed up big time. This is nice from Anthony here. Hannibal keeps it in. Reguilon sends it into Rosette. To be fair, like the performance-wise so far, is much better than the City game. It's just one moment of Dalot being asleep that loses. Well, like that causes us to be 1-0 down. Really, like Dalot's got to be awake there. This is good pressing from Martial though. What are you on, ref? It was barely a push. Alright, Dalot on Almiron. Can you redeem yourself? Oh no, he cannot. Oh, to be fair, it's a good tackle on Willock there. Lewis Hall, and we're 2-0 down. Alright. It's looking closer and closer, like we're crashing out of the Carabao Cup here. That is surprising. Once again, Dalot is asleep. I don't think anyone's awake in this team right now. What is going on? This is a horrific Newcastle side that we're playing against right here. I don't even know who scored. You know how bad that is. We conceded. I don't even know who we conceded against. Look at this. They literally take the free kick like quickly off the break. Not like they get like a call to them. They're quick on their feet. They're thinking, bang, they go. And all of our players are asleep. And then look at this. Casemiro and Dalot marking the same guy. Dalot gets spun by Willock. We win the header, and then it's a good finish to be fair, but that should never be happening. How is he open like that? How is he just? Oh, it's Hall. It's the Chelsea guy. That's unbelievable, really. All right, well, Carabao defense went well. Jesus, man, just like that. Just like that, Carabao Cup's in the bin too. I mean, it just consecutively gets worse and worse. Like, you really just think, like, surely it's not gonna get worse. Like, you reach a depth where you go like, we are so deep right now. You can only go up, really. Like, you at some point you reach rock bottom and you go, alright, this is rock bottom. You can't go any lower. You just can't. But somehow, some way and somewhere, they managed to dig through the rock, and you can go lower. You can actually go lower. It's actually impressive. Like, if you really think about it, it is actually quite impressive. I mean, they're defying physics as we know it. Like, when you think you can't go any lower, you go lower. Like, that is impressive. Like, there is definitely, as sad as it is and as tragic and dramatic as it is, there is a beauty to it. Like, you went this low and somehow you're finding a way to go even lower. It's amazing, really. It's actually amazing. Like, it makes you question, like, are they doing this on purpose? Because, like, there is no way. Like, either you are just actually horrendous and, like, by chance, somehow, some way, you became a football player and you get paid more than 100 grand a week and you are just horrifically bad somehow, and all of them have done it, or something else is going on and these managers don't care and it's like kind of on purpose. Like, they're just not putting in the heart. They don't care, like, or it's that. I mean, it probably is that. Out to Anthony. Back to Amrabat. Hannibal goes long to Garnacho. Oh, what a touch. But Livermento's just on him. He's absolutely not letting him go. Mount. Nice to Hannibal, but there's no movement forward. Oh, and then there's a cross to absolutely no one. See, the problem is, like, Mount just did this whole move, goes past the player, gives it to Hannibal, and then Hannibal just goes back. Mount wants the ball. He wants a 1-2. He wants to continue the play. He doesn't want to advance it, go back a little bit, advance it, go back. Like, that makes you way too predictable and easy to defend, and it's just slow tempo. Like, that's never gonna get us a goal. That's the problem. Like, we need to, like, how are we gonna score goals if that's what we're doing? Anyhow, Maguire wins the ball from a goal kick. Amrabat into the back of, I think, Willock or something. Oh, and he loses the ball quite cheaply. And there is a 3v3 right now, and it's 3-0. And that is the game over, and we are out of the Carabao Cup. That is us out the Carabao Cup. Joe Willock as well. I mean, that one is quite against the run of play. I mean, they played decently in the start of the second half, but just not good enough still. I mean, they looked motivated. They were actually, like, putting it a little bit more up for the badge. But there was also just a lack of style of play going forward. This is not a good look for Ten Hag at all. Back-to-back 3-0 losses is very dangerous for his job security, and that is a serious problem. That isn't... I mean, why does nobody pick him up? That's the weird thing. Lindelof gets sent, and I don't get how it's just too easy. It's actually just way too easy. It's far too easy. I mean, Eddie Howe doesn't even look like overly gassed or anything. Like, you just give it a little fist bump and that's it. I mean, it's not even special anymore these days. Like, the comeback is, like, not possible. The only thing is, if we make it 3-3, it'll go pens, but even then you're not guaranteed anything.